Hello dear traders, it's Petko Aleksandrov and I will show you in this lecture how to make a backtest on the MetaTrader platform. And you can see that I have the first trade opened on Euro-Yen just very shortly after I have placed the expert advisors on MetaTrader. So here it is, the Euro-Yen strategy. You can see the bar opened above the upper band, and this time the force index was lower than the zero line and it opened a short trade. So if you're a beginner trader, you can see that the expert advisors do it automatically. While I was recording the previous lecture for the EA Studio FSB showing you how these strategies were created, the expert advisor opened the trade, and this is really the big benefit of using expert advisors. You can do anything else. The expert advisors follow the market, follow the strategies and the indicators and the rules, and they execute the trades. They placed automatically the stop loss and the take profit. You can see here is the take profit, here is the stop loss, and I don't need to do anything manually once the expert advisors are placed on the platform. Alright, so how you can backtest the expert advisors? One is with the software I showed to you, the EA Studio and the FSB Pro. You can see a very detailed test. But let me explain you in a few words what is the backtest. The backtest is based on the historical data which I mentioned in the previous lecture. And this is all the bars that we have before that, all the candlesticks, all of that information. And to be precise, the information is the value we have for each candlestick: the open, the high, the low and the close. These four values, they form the historical data, and all of that information is stored over the chart. Okay, if I press the home key on my keyboard, I will go back to the beginning. And as I said, when you open a new account with a new broker, you will not have a lot of bars. This is why we have now the Forex Historical Data app, which I showed to you on our website, and you can download many bars from there. Anyway, if not, you will be able just to backtest over small historical data. What I mean is, if I press the home key on my keyboard, you will see that I go back to, what is the date? 13th of January. Okay, this is just about 1 month and there is no more data. And how I do the backtest? Right click over the chart, I go to expert advisors, strategy tester. Okay, normally it will set the symbol automatically, the time frame. Just as model, make sure to use open prices only. And because we said that these strategies work on the opening of the bar, and when I click on start, you will see that there is the graph, okay, of the results. But this is very small graph because it made just 27 trades. There is no historical data back in the time to see how this strategy performed. And as well, when you're doing the backtest, you can set the date, but if you don't check it, you will be using the complete period. Now here I don't have historical data. One of the options to collect historical data is to press the home key on your keyboard, as I said. Okay, let me open one symbol that I didn't do it. For example, Euro-Yen chart window. I press the home key and you see what happens. It loads the data. And if I want to do this for all time frames, I will need to switch and hold it until it stops moving. Okay, hold it, and when it stops moving, let me show you. Yeah, that's it. Means this is the maximum we can have. However, still this is small data, as I showed to you with the backtest, not enough. So one thing is you can use our app to download historical data. Second thing is you can collect data. When you leave your MetaTrader opened, with the time it will collect the data for you, but this takes normally a couple of months or even years. Now let me show you a backtest on another platform where I have more data. Right over here, because I've been running this platform for quite a long time. So it was the Euro-Yen. Do I have it here? Euro-Yen. Not sure, let me check. I think I have it. I will just scroll a little bit to the right side. Euro, yen. Oh, it's right over here. Okay, right over here I have some indicators. I will just remove this line and I will use template, no indicators, so it will be white background. Okay, now what I will do, I will show you step by step how to make the backtest. I need to place the expert advisor first. So file, open data folder, and I go to MQL4 experts. I will place here the expert advisor for Euro Yen. Here it is. I close the folder, then go to expert advisors, click on refresh to compile this expert advisor. I put it over the chart, click on OK. Now I don't need to enable the auto trading because I don't want to trade with this expert advisor here. I just want to show you the backtest. Expert advisors, strategy tester, and then I will select Euro Yen. Here it is. It is on M15 chart, open prices only. I will be using the complete data I have. I click on start and you will see now the graph right over here. Okay, so you see how many trades I have, more than 2000. So that's a realistic backtest because I have many trades, not just 10 or 20. And in results, I can see exactly all the trades that happened, where the trade was opened, where it was closed. Actually, over 2000 orders, but this is for open and close, so it's about over 1022 or something like that. So this is how we do the backtest in the MetaTrader, and there is a visual mode which is very interesting as well. You can click on it and it will show you how that behaved, okay, how the strategy did. It's too fast, I will just slow it down. Yeah, it shows where the trades were opened, where they were closed. And here, very interesting, you can notice how it works when the take profit is small. The trades open and they hit the take profit quite often. Okay, you see it's open, the take profit is very close, it hits the take profit, or it uses the exit condition to exit the trade. Alright, so this is how we do the backtest on the MetaTrader platform. As said, the historical data is very important. If I go to the Euro Yen on M15 and I press the home key, you will see that here I have data since 2014 October. Alright, very different. So the historical data is important not just for the backtest, but as well for creating these strategies, because the generator on the software, on EA Studio, on FSB Pro, or on any other programs, they use this historical data to build these strategies and to generate these strategies and to find the best combinations between indicators, stop loss, take profit, and all the rest which makes the strategies profitable. And there are many similar software for backtesting, for generating strategies, and I'm following, of course, all of them. But for the current moment, EA Studio and FSB Pro are the top products on the market, and this is why we have integrated them on our website, so it's easier for our students and our traders to use them. So you can take advantage of the 15 days trial to create your own strategies, to backtest some of the strategies, and just to get some skills in algorithmic trading, which I believe are very useful. But that's up to you if you want. If you don't, you can use the expert advisors that I have included in this course, and you can test them and trade with them. Alright, so now I will leave these expert advisors trading for some time, and I will show you some results later. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture. Cheers!